Hey guys, Higgy Pop here. Finally back in the Hawk's Nest. I'm not at my mom's. Mom says hi. You're very nice to her. That's old Mama Higgs. Let me show you some. Here's some pictures of Mama Higgs down here in the laundry room. Here's some. There's a young Mama Higgs with young Higgy Pop. Oh yeah, I had a lot going on. I already started my law firm at that age. Yep. And things were going pretty good. Yeah. And I think I was on my first wife still. And, here's one. This is one, all right? Mama Higgs is saving me, all right? They went on a big hike up in a state park, and my little 8-year-old legs couldn't keep up. So I'm like a little chimpanzee on her back, you know? I'm on her back. I'm like picking the bugs out of her hair. It's like, ooh, 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 ooh. Anyways, that's enough reminiscing. Welcome to the Hawk's Nest. Thanks for joining me. A lot has been going on. Whoa! A lot. I don't even know where to begin. It's crazy. I have another comic book haul. Just came rolling into my life. I mean, I don't even know what to say. These type of things don't happen to me. Ever. And I'm so tired, man, with the, I haven't been home in a while. I've been camped out at Hawk's Nest Alpha, my mom's house. But this haul, when I touch a comic, what do you think? I'm just going to show you comics like this? All tired. Here's a comic. Here's another comic. No. I'm fired up. Watch this. Look at this. See this box? Look at this box. Another box of comics just came into my life. Let me explain. All right. So, remember when I got this right here? The Tarzan lunchbox? I got the Tarzan lunchbox from a guy on Facebook Marketplace. He's in the next town over from me in Guilford, Connecticut, right? So I'm just meandering through Facebook Marketplace, and I see a picture of comics. There's all local listings, and it's the same guy. I'm like, let me show you the picture. This is what I see on Facebook Market. There's one picture that describes it. He goes, "Have some comics for sale, $25." I'm like, all right. It looks from the picture, it looks like 6 to 8 comics. This is the picture. Can you see that? It looks like a stack of 4 with like a couple in each stack. So I'm thinking like 8 comics, but they're all Silver Age. I see an Action Comics on there that I already have. There's a World's Finest on there that I already have, but it's in my wheelhouse. So I'm like, I'm interested. So I message him. I said, "Hey, Carl, this is Higgy Pop, I got the lunchbox from you." And he's like, "Yeah." And I was at my mom's, so I don't want to distract her with any beeping noises. Every time the phone goes on, she's like, "Is that the police?" I got to go with the whole thing. So I left it for the next day. I called him back. I texted him back. I said, "Yeah, I want to meet up with you." He's like, "Oh, someone else is getting him. Sorry. If it falls through, I'll call you." I was like, "All right." And then, then he had a bunch of, another listing under his name for 5 Epic magazines. I was like, ooh. I texted him. I said, "Hey, Carl, can I have those Epic magazines?" He's like, "No, I got rid of them." What? So anyways. He messaged me the other day. He's like, "If you want them, they're yours." I said, "Zang." Yes, indeed. But before we go into this, I'll continue the story. Let's go. DC was loaded this week. There was like, DC had they literally put out 20 different comics titles this week. I settled, I think I got like 6 or 7. And so I go into Second Alarm Comics. I'm like this, and they're like, but the problem is, we had a lot of rain over the weekend. And my poor buddy Jim from Second Alarm Comics, the place got flooded out. This is the 3rd time that happened. Water goes rushing. It's right near a river. And the whole parking lot looked like a lake, and it got just flooded out, man. So luckily, he's been building the racks and all the comics up off the ground. So a lot of it got saved. But some things had to be sacrificed. But he had a couple boxes out in the parking lot that were soaked. And I went through the boxes. Look what I got for free. Watch this. These were wrapped and they weren't wet. So I got this stuff. Check this out. Poor Jim, man. He goes through a lot with that store. It's flooding. It's just terrible. The Incredible Hercules, my friend. This is issue number 131. I love Hercules. All right. That's 131. The Replacement Thor, Part 1, The Incredible Hercules, issue number 132. There's Hercules wearing the old Thor costume. You should see these comics I got, guys. Guys, I don't get it. And The Incredible Hercules, issue number 135. I didn't even know anything about this run, but I like it so far. The Incredible Hercules, issue number 136. This is done by Pack. Pack wrote this. The covers are cool. Good stuff. And Assault on New Olympus, The Incredible Hercules, issue number 139. There's old Webhead in the background. There's Wolverine, that short little Canadian with furry forearms. And Assault on Olympus, issue number 141, The Incredible Hercules. So I got those for free because they were in the garbage. And then, let me show you my weekly poll at Second Alarm Comics. They're underwater. Aquaman had to come in there. I mean, there was water. So I wake up in the morning, and I was at my mom's. I look in the basement. There's like 3 inches of water in my mom's basement. It's 4 in the morning. I got to try to pump out the basement, go to work, feed her. I was just like, why? Anyways. Yes, the last issue of Danger Street. Issue number 12. Down on Danger Street. Down on Danger Street. And I was very happy with this and how it ended. Everything is good. I love it. Lady Cop kicks butt. And they all come together at the end. All is well. Don't want to spoil it. You guys got to read this. I noticed a trade paperback came out for like the first 6 issues or so. If you want to grab the trade. Hey, man, you do what you want, man. You do what you want. And, okay, Batman, Santa Claus, Silent Night, issue number 2. I think this is a 6-parter. I didn't get to read this yet because I've been busy. I got comic books coming up to my eyebrows. And, yes, Mr. Sandman, bring me a drink. Looks like he's in the morgue with a bunch of question marks spray painted. That's graffiti of the dead. You know what I'm saying? That's necrophilia greedy. This is Sandman issue number 3. Vendetti. It's a Vendetti run. Good stuff. And then, Superman Lost. I must have got lost. I must have got lost. This is number 9 of a 10-issue series. And I love this series. So, I can't wait to read this. I got a lot of reading to do. I got a lot of reading and not enough time. And World's Finest, the Teen Titans, issue number 6. Teenage Throwdown. Teenage Wasteland! I think Image Comics is coming out with a graphic novel about the Who's Pete Townsend Lifehouse album. And, I don't know, sounds like a good Christmas present. Hawkwoman! Oh! And the Green Lantern, issue number 6, our buddy Hal Jordan, A Battle of Wills. A secret is revealed. Ooh. A secret is something you tell another person. Shh. I can keep secrets, guys. I can. And Action Comics, Superman. This is issue number 1060. Bonus features, Squad Dreams, and Zod. Past is in the prologue. So, this has all been good. There's, what's his face? John Constantine. All right, man. That's the weekly poll. I read Danger Street. That's the only one I read, and it was fantastic. All right? Oh, and Sonia! There you are. Thank you. Hey, I need my sword there, sweetheart. Thank you. I got something in the mail. Thank you, Sonia. Ooh, that primordial ooze. That's good stuff. Now, what is it? Dragon's breath. Smells good. Smells good. Dragon's breath. That reminds me, this is my literal. That reminds me of this lady. I've known her for like 20 years, since I was a kid. Every Sunday morning I see her at church. She sweet old lady. Rose is her name. She doesn't smell like a rose. She sits in front of us, in the pew in front of us. And for the past 20 years, her breath will will curl your eyebrows. I'm telling you, talk about dragon's breath. Whoa! Oh my God. I remember one time when my dad was still alive, he was sitting in the pew and she turned around to say something to him and he looked at me and went, whoa. I was like, yeah. I mean, your eyes tear. You're like, oh my God, did something die in your mouth? Anyways, that's a little story about church. I gotta tell you, I got another story about church growing up. All right, got a package in the mail. All right, because you guys know what I'm working on, right? I'm working on stuff. I'm working on a new run that was, come on, this is the package. Come on, baby. Yeah. I mean, I didn't know this. I was gonna get this haul, and here I am ordering a comic in the mail, like a fool. Oh, I was like, how greedy can I be? How greedy can you get? Ooh, yeah, how greedy can... All right, I got a package in the mail. A package in... I am fired up. All right, let's go. Come on. Get in the scene. You know where you belong. Get... Yeah. Aha. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, crush your enemy, open your mail, and then look at the comics. So here you go, Sonia. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. Can you oil that? Oil that and sharpen it. You're doing a great job. Before you know it, that ankle bracelet will come right off. All right. See, you got something to look forward to. All right, here we go. Uh-oh. Oh, my God. Yeah. Transformers, more than meets the eye. Yes. All right. See, I needed a good kickoff. On my West Coast Avengers run. This is for Volume 2 West Coast Avengers. Because Volume 1 is the 1 through 4 mini. The Volume 2 is the run that goes up forever. Issue number 1, West Coast Avengers. Now in their own regular monthly series. A 39-page action epic. Yes. Tigra. Hawkeye. Iron Man. I am Iron Man. Wonder Man. And, what's her face? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yes. I'll get there. You need a little patience. Yeah. Oh, I was going to tell you a story about church. So, I want to show you this too. I got a lot to show you. Oh, my God. I don't want to keep you too long. So, that last haul I had, I was still going through it and bagging and boarding the other day. And I find this in there. These are old mail order forms from Marvel, right? Cool, right? I just wanted to save it because it's cool. But I look at the address on it. This is weird, man. The address says Megan Higgins, 21 Upland Street, Manchester, New Hampshire. Another Higgins. A Megan Higgins from New Hampshire. What are the odds that an old comic book collection lands back into the hands of a Higgins? Isn't that great? It was meant to be. All right, I also got this. I couldn't leave Second Alarm Comics. I was splashing through the water. I had my hip waders on. I had a duck call, like, quack, 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 quack. I was going through comics, and I saw this. A-Team, issue number 1. I pity the fool. Hey there, Murdoch. All right, so this is the writer of this series. It's only 1 through 3, this series, is Jim Salicrup, and the cover's by John Romita. You like Romita coladas? And getting cold in the rain. And A-Team, I grew up with the A-Team. I mean, awesome show. Everyone's always shooting machine guns. No one gets hurt. No one gets shot. And cars are always flipping over onto the roofs. Love it. And Mr. T was great. I mean, he was introduced by our friend Stallone in Rocky 3. Stallone saw him. I think Mr. T was a bodyguard for, I believe, Larry Holmes. And that's where Sylvester Stallone met him. He's like, who is this character? He had the mohawk, had the earrings with the white feathers hanging off the jewelry. He's like, who is this guy? And Mr. T was a tough man. He used to enter the Tough Man contest, which was a big thing in the late 70s and 80s. Tough Man contests. Before we had this MMA, you know. Bunch of naked guys rolling around in their tighty whities. I don't get it. Anyways, so he said, I want Mr. T. All right? And Mr. T went there to the A-Team. And he was Hannibal. And he drove that black van with the red stripe on it. Oh, yeah, baby. So I got issue number 1. And it's awesome. There's Face. Yeah, all the guys. So this is March of 84. Those were the days I was a young kid enjoying life, had a paper route. All right. Now, let's see. I was going to tell you a story. So we go to church every Sunday morning. We go to early mass, 8 o'clock. I've been doing it, still doing it. When I was a kid, it was the whole family. We used to climb into the station wagon, all 7 of us, and my dad, this funny guy, man. He guy used to make me laugh. But a hell of a disciplinarian. We were the best behaved kids in the whole church. I mean, all he did was he hit his finger on the pew. Don't. We're like, Eddie, soldier. But my brother, the Colorado kid, this kid he's a wisecracker all the time, right? I'm telling you. So look at this. I mean, these comics, look at these things. Look at this whole box. So the guy, let me get through this story first. Here's Kid Colt Outlaw, issue number 149, Marvel Comics. This is reprints from Kid Colt Outlaw back in the day. This is from issue 59. There's like 3 stories in here. Joe Gill Project, because they were from that whole thing. Herb Trimpe's on the cover with John Severin and Marie Severin doing the inks. And these are, if you say, hey, that's a gorilla dressed up as a cowboy, you are correct. These are all animals as cowboy villains. And yeah, Kid Colt Outlaw. And the 2-gun Higgy. So my brother, right, we're at church. And he's like, you know, when the priest goes, at the end of Mass, before the Mass lets out, he goes, the priest stands up after communion, he goes, let us pray. My brother goes, okay. My follow's like this. And like he like ripped out his esophagus and started jumping rope with his spine, and like he threw him through a stained glass window. I mean, whoa, you know, I mean, it was crazy, man. You know, I mean, we still had to pay for the window. I mean, the stained glass windows are expensive, but you know, my brother always had to push the envelope. And you're sitting in church trying to be quiet, and he's always like doing stuff like making fart noises and stuff. It's like, dude, I'm having enough trouble keeping it together here. Good times. Let us pray. Okay. All right. Ron Foss, my buddy. There's a couple of these in there. Aquaman, Silver Age, issue number 37, When the Sea Dies. I have this one already. We have Nick Cardy, obviously. This is January of 68. And the writer is Bob Haney, of course. And Nick Cardy does all the art inside. The first appearance of the Scavenger in this. Scavenger has like that old deep dive helmet with the circle glass, but it has all shark teeth going around the rim. You know, the Scavenger. Good stuff. All right, so now let me get into the story. So I see the Facebook Marketplace, that picture I showed you. I'm like, all right, whatever, 8 comics, but they're what I like. So I'm $25. I'm there. So he calls me back. He's like, but if you want them, they're yours. The guy never showed up. So I go there. And I told you about this guy when I got the lunchbox. I said he reminds me of the kind of guy that sneaks into hospitals and kisses coma patients. I take it back. Fantastic guy. Anyways, Miss Marvel, issue number 1. Already have it, but I love it. This one's in better shape than the last one. Guys, when I get time, I swear to God, I'm going to mail some nice packages out to my buddies, all you guys. I just got to get some time. Make time. That's what I got to do. Nice. So he calls me, he's like, hey, it's yours if you want it. So I said, all right, we'll meet, you know, and then And The Adventures of Superboy Special, as seen on TV, issue number 1. This is just a one-shot. It came out in 1992. And the cover's by Kurt Swan. The art and size by Kurt Swan. The writer is Stan Berkowitz. And actually the cover's by Kevin McGuire. What a fun story, man. I didn't get to even look through this whole haul yet, but I went through these and I bagged some, just like the top 15 or so. What a great story, man. He's like going through all the multiverse and getting different Superboys. It's so good, man. Man! So we meet and listen, he's not weird like that. He doesn't kiss coma patients, this guy, Carl. But he is funny looking. He looks like if you stepped on a goldfish, that's what he looks like. You know, and if you're going to take a group photo, he's the kind of guy you hand the camera to. Oof. He has to sneak up on mirrors, this guy. And I have 2 issues of The Funeral for a Friend, issue number 77. I have a bunch of these. I always love this cover. It is so awesome. Believe me, there's a lot of Silver Age and Golden Age in here. You know, I don't want to make fun of Carl. Carl's a nice guy. So he says, I said, yeah, it's too bad I couldn't get those Epic magazines from you. He goes, yeah, I'm giving everything away. You know, I'm giving everything away. I got to get rid of everything. And I was like, geez. I said, are you giving away all those decapitated heads you have in your fridge? And Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen, issue number 77. Yes. Yes. The cover's by Kurt Swan. This is June of 64. Classic. And there's a couple stories are done by Kurt Swan, and I think one of them was done by John Forte. And The Colossus of Metropolis is one of the stories. The Kid Who Couldn't Lose, and Jimmy Olsen, Super Thief. You know what I'm saying? Good stuff. Issue number 77. He goes, I'm getting rid of everything, you know? And yeah, he's a good guy, though. But he's the kind of kid, like, when his mom dropped him off at school, she would get a ticket for littering. That's how he looks. I mean, he could scare the crap out of a toilet. And this is Jimmy Olsen, Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen, issue number 73. December of 63. And this is when Jimmy Olsen has the Midas touch. He's turning everything into gold. That's a John Forte art. And Al Pastino does art on the second story. And John Forte does the third story, the interdimensional Jimmy Olsen. All great stories. These are great, man. These are great. And Charlton. I'm doing the Charlton. Jungle Jim. Yes, I don't have any of these. And this is issue number 25, Jungle Jim. This is another Joe Gill, and Don Perlin does the art. And it's missing 2 pages. I'm like, this is kind of thin, so I'm looking through it, and it's 2 pages missing. 2. And I'm doing some forensics. I'm going to track them down. I have the 2 pages. You'll see them. They'll be on the back of milk cartons, say, missing. And hopefully I'll get some calls. We'll get some leads. And I'll find the missing 2 pages. Jungle Jim. I've never owned a Jungle Jim. The comic. I've had a Jungle Jim. Well, you know what I'm saying. And check this out. Tales of Suspense featuring Iron Man and Captain America. Issue number 91, The Monstrous Crusher. I think that's Gene Colan on the cover. This needs to be bagged and boarded, obviously. And the Crusher is, I think this is the first appearance of this. It's not Crusher Creel. This is a different Crusher. I think he had like some government experiment to make him impervious to things. So the experiment worked, if you call that working. The guy looks like a overcooked Hummel's hot dog. So they sent him after Iron Man. And Iron Man took care of him after a while, after he got his butt kicked. So I know Miranya's, Lady M. Miranya, she's a big Iron Man fan, big Iron Man nut. And I noticed I do have at least like half a dozen Iron Mans in here. So that's cool. That's cool stuff. Yes! Nice! And Superman's girlfriend, Lois Lane. Little Neil Adams. I have this one. I just got this one like a couple months ago. I love this cover. And she was messing with some motorcycle gang called, like, I don't know, some tough name. The Christ Punchers or something. And Clark goes over there trying to be a tough guy, and he gets beat up and tossed into a garbage pail. You know, he looks like a fool. But, you know, good stuff. Good stuff. And I have this one. This guy, whoever owned it, I don't know if this is Carl's personal collection, but thank you, Carl. This is right in my wheelhouse. I have this one, but Superman, issue number 214. And I noticed a lot of the bagging I did of the 15 comics or so, a lot of the bags had mold on and stuff, you know, so check this out. I got a lot of these. Captain America, issue number 106, Cap Goes Wild. I have this one. I think that's like Cap's clone or something. I remember reading this. The guy comes off the surgery table and they start slugging it out in the operating room. Good stuff. Good stuff. Look, come on, man. You kidding me? Are you kidding me? I left my drawing pad over at Mama Higgs' house. I did get some art done. That was cool. Superman, issue number 211. I don't have this one. I don't think. The name of the game is Superman. I might have that one. I'm not sure. Good stuff. I think I actually do. Superman's girlfriend, Lois Lane, issue number 31. Featuring Superman and Lana Lang in The Jealous Lois Lane. That must be your jealous meter. It's going off. Oh, yeah. I collect this. Captain Savage and his Battlefield Raiders, issue number 11. I have about 3 or 4 other of these Captain Savages. I don't have this one, though. Cool. Cool stuff. Awesome. I even have some Mighty Comics in here. That's all a boy can dream of. Mighty Comics. That's right. I've been... my God. I mean, look at this stuff. Look at these things. This is from the... I got the other day. Yeah, baby. I love it. I love it. I love it. Action Comics, issue number 263. My hands! I've contracted the first stage of Virus X. There is no cure. I've become the leper from Krypton. You're a leper. Get out of here, you make me sick, Superman. Even the cat's like, meow, I'm out of here. Yeah, so it was good. It was good. And so check this out. Dial H for Higgy. This is House of Mystery. This is issue number 166. All right? And that is this cover's by Jim Mooney, right? And that's this kid here, it started like 10 issues back, 156. They introduced Robbie Reed. He has the dial. And this is the Yankee Doodle Kid. That's the form he takes. But he took all sorts of forms. He was like Giant Boy. He was the Cometeer, Mole, the Human Bullet. He became all sorts of stuff with the dial. So when I saw this, I was like, it was meant to be. And it's the kid's going, the Yankee Doodle Kid is caught in a trap, and his skyrocket blasts aren't stopping the Cougar Man. Cougar Man. So the Yankee Doodle Kid has the power of flight, and he shoots fireworks out of his hands. Isn't that nice? It's the rocket's red glare. Boosh. The Yankee Doodle. I like the costume. I like the head ornament. He's got a big old hood ornament on his forehead. I like it. I like it, man. Dial H for Higgy. And yeah, so we got to get those. We got to get those comics printed. Rod and the Mad Marauder Rod and Shannon, the base cannon. I mean, that's a hell of a team. You know, it's better than the Three Stooges. I think we do better when we're superheroes. Superboy, issue number 130 something. I have this one. He's like, hey, can you give me a hand? Don't. See the Boy of Steel get battered, clobbered, walloped in the Fist and the Fury. Good stuff. I love this book. This is Captain America Special, issue number 2. It's like annual number 2. And it has a bunch of reprints from Tales of Suspense, issue number 72. And it has Tales of Suspense, issue number 73 reprints in it. Awesome. What a cover, man. Look at that stuff. And the cover's by Jack Kirby, Sal Brodsky, and Sam Rosen. This came out in the year of 72. Cuckoo Cachoo. Yeah. And the first story is The Sleeper Shall Awake. That's from Tales of Suspense, issue number 72. The second story came from issue number 73. That's Where Walks the Sleeper. And, oh, look at this. Even some Detective Comics, issue number 376. Batman, what's wrong? You look like you just saw a ghost. Shut up, Robin. Nice. I'm blessed, man. I mean, listen, I'm usually Lucky Pierre. Nothing like this ever happens to me. I used to see people doing videos on YouTube like, I just got a haul. I'm like, how do these guys get these hauls? You know, it's like, but now it's just like this. So now, Carl, I show up. I'm just thinking I'm getting 8 comic books. He's like, here you go. He's got a box. I said, Carl. I said, whoa. I said, how much you want for this, buddy? He goes, oh, it says $25. I said, Carl, this is too much, dude. He goes, I'm getting rid of everything. I said, all right. Okay. I don't want anything out of your sock drawer or anything. No, I'm good, pal. Just the comics. Thank you. Now I'm looking through them. I feel bad. I should call him and say, listen. I don't know what else to say. I'll just say, listen. I'll see where it goes from there. Adventure Comics, issue number 314, featuring Superboy, Mon-El, Ultra Boy, Lightning Lad, Sunboy, Saturn Girl, and other members of the Legion of Superheroes. Classic. Right up my alley, man. Cool stuff. And there's a price tag on it for $3. $3! Here's one I already have. Action Comics, issue number 336. Supergirl's ramming speed with her horse. This fortress off limits to Superman, the Forbidden Fortress of Solitude. Awesome. Love it. Love it. Oh, wait, look at this. The World of Archie. 473. Life with Archie, issue number 138, Trial and Error. Order in the court! Order! Action Comics, issue number 316. A hypnotic command forcing me to destroy one of them. Which one? Supergirl, you can't kill your father. Kill me instead. Don't listen to him, daughter. The world needs Superman. Kill me instead. Do what you want with anyone else, but leave me alone. Ah, yes. This is one I do not have. I remember trying to get this one. I don't know what the circumstances were. Action Comics, issue number 296. Superman, I think a red kryptonite turned him into an ant or something. Some sort of kryptonite. That's a cool look. That's a cool look, man. Ant. Adam and Ant. Put on a little makeup. All right, Action Comics, issue number 352. I got this one, I believe. Bing! They're trying to hit him. We can't free Superman. He's been turned to solid rock. That won't even chip. He's dead. No, I'm alive, but doomed to remain the man of stone forever, he says. And some Ugats in cursive, they were practicing their cursive, wrote Brian. Yeah. So I feel bad. My first impression of Carl was that he kisses coma patients after sneaking into hospitals. I take it all back. I take it back. Yeah. So he seems a little weird. He may have done a lot of acid in the 60s. You know, in the 60s, kids, don't do drugs. In the 60s, people took acid to make the world very weird. But nowadays, the world's so weird, they take Prozac to make it normal. Action Comics, issue number 390. A self-destruct Superman. Mr. President, I have a bomb. I'll leave it here on your office desk, if you don't mind. Oh, yeah, baby. Captain Savage, issue number 13. The Junk Heap Juggernauts. So, I picked this up, what was it, Wednesday? Yesterday, after work. We're supposed to have a Christmas party. The bosses were taking the whole line gang, all the linemen out for a Christmas party. And I says, I'm not going to go. I got comic books I have to go meet Carl. Good old Carl. Issue number 85. Superman's girlfriend, Lois Lane. Little Neil Adams. Mr. Adams. Oh, yeah, look at this. Detective Comics, issue number 356. Holy tombstone! I'm turning into a coffin. You're next, Batman. In 30 seconds, you'll be dead to the world. That is the first appearance of Outsider. All right? And I remember the storyline. The Outsider, it's weird. I don't know. The Outsider took the identity of Alfred Pennyworth somehow, and then all of a sudden back and forth. I don't know. But this is a classic, guys. Classic. Got some go-go checks for Dr. Silver Age, Rod. I'm sure he has this one. The suspense is over. Batman's most mysterious foe unmasked at last. Inside story of the Outsider. Carmine Infantino. Superman's girlfriend, Lois Lane, issue number 90. Here in suspended animation, Sleep Durwell of Krypton and his bride, Lois of Earth, who will awaken in the year 2169 to begin a new and happy life together. All right, so the cover's by Neil Adams. and this is in great shape. I bagged this sucker. And this is back in February of '69. Back in the summer of '69. And, you know, I don't know. It's crazy. Irv Novick does all the pencils inside, but that's a Neil Adams cover. Beauty. This is for Maranya. Here's a little Invincible Iron Man, issue number 163. This is the Chessman. The Challenge of the Chessmen. He's a knight on a robotic horse. Oh man, we're going up there. We're going up there. We got some more Iron Man. Iron Man issue number 209. Iron Man issue number 218. Undersea Odyssey. And I have this one actually. I bought this when I was a youngster. This is the Iron Man manual. It has all schematics and blueprints of his costumes and stuff. It's cool stuff. Ah, yes! The only thing is, I think I already have this one, but I'm sure this is in way better shape. The Adventures of the Fly. Yes. I collect the Fly. Eventually, the title turns into Fly Man and Fly Girl. Awesome. I'll see what issue this is. All right. And I'll show you one more and we're out. I'll show you the rest some other time. This is issue number... Let me see here. Yeah, this is way better shape than my last one. The one I have. Issue number 27. Beautiful. Beautiful. September... This is... September of '63. I love these books, man. Love them! And I'll show you one more. Look at this beauty. Detective Comics, issue number 324. Ha ha ha! This is the end of Batman and Robin, featuring the menace of the robot brain. Check it out. What a box of comics, man. I'm not even halfway through. I don't know if I should show you the next one. It's so awesome. It may make you too jealous. This is Sheldon Waldorf on the cover. And, you know, February of '64, Close the Door. And Menace of the Robot Brain. And there's a Martian Manhunter story in here. That is awesome. And there is some pencil writing on the cover. I don't know if you can see it, but that's all stuff that could be fixed. Good stuff. I can't contain myself. I got to show you this next one. Sarge Steele, issue number 1 from Charlton. Charlton. I'm doing the Charlton. I am so pumped. I am so psyched. Do. And Dick Giordano, actually, on this cover. All right? And this is another Joe Gill situation. Joe Gill did all the writing. This is issue number 1 of Sarge Steele. He's got the metal hand, right? And actually, this very minute, Tom King is writing the new Wonder Woman, and Sarge Steele is a major player in that Wonder Woman series. He's running a government operation to get rid of all Amazons out of the country. And Sarge Steele, he's in a current run right now. And look at that. I have another Sarge Steele from Charlton Comics, and that's it. That's all I got. But now I have issue number 1 by just answering. I thought I was getting 8 comics, and I have a box. Awesome. Yes. All right. We will look at the rest of these goodies some other time. You guys are the best, man. I am the IHC Intercontinental Champion. That is the Intercontinental Hall Champion of East Haven, Connecticut, so far. Yeah, so, you know, and so it was great. It was great going to see this guy, Carl. You know, he gets a little impatient. He's like, where are you? And believe me, I'm early for everything. I'm one of those nuts. I'm always early. I'm like, dude, I'm 20 clicks out. Give me a minute. 20 clicks. And so, yeah, everything's good, man. I feel bad for Second Alarm Comics. They got flooded, like I said, but it's all cleaned up now already. Like I said, I was tired. I've been overworked. But Kissinger gave me some M&Ms, and they really got me tweaking. These M&Ms, I don't know what they were. I just thought they were normal M&Ms, but woo! So, yeah, everything's good. That's it, man. And we'll continue this. Let's. This calls for a song, a celebration song. Watch this. Let's see. Real quick, I'll do a song for Beckerman. All right, guys. Thanks for saying nice things about Mama Higgs, and it's all good. It's all good. You guys are the best. And, oh, I got 450 subscribers now. It's great. It's great, man. It's great stuff. Tell your friends. This is where we have fun, in the Hawk's Nest. Oh, yeah. Been blessed with a haul. Brother, it ain't small. Gotta show my peeps. See those comics in my sleep. It's like a trip to the past. Wow, it is such a blast. This haul is off the chart. Read your comics cause they make you smart. Read your comics, they make you smart.